YouTube, what it is, what it ain't, what it was, man. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry I missed that upload yesterday, man. I had to deal with some personal stuff, but here I am today, though. Here I am today, and today we're going to be reacting to Low again. You know what I'm saying? Going to be asking ourselves, are NBA players holding themselves accountable? Let's find out together, man.
Okay, it's like a new trend going on right now where professional athletes will get in front of a camera and a microphone and try to explain to the audience how even though they made tens of millions of dollars in a league, that somehow is not enough and is not as much money as you think that it is. This all started about...
Which is insane because, bro, like, you can't be... it all boils down to the lifestyles. That's legit all it is. That's all it is, bro. There's nothing more to it.
I want to say about like a year and a half ago when Sebastian Telfair, he kind of opened up and explained to everybody how he went broke and how much money he made and eventually ended up blowing all away.
So I played 10 years. You said I made 20.
Which is great. Yeah, I remember this clip. I'm like...
You don't know about...
I mean, because they talk about all the fees that they have to pay, which is... That's realistic, yeah. But like... The lifestyle, man. Change our lifestyle. Do something different. Y'all could have kept the money.
So what's that? 10. Right? So that's about $1 million a year. Yeah. That ain't no money. That's the real truth. The real...
That ain't no money? Bro, if I was making $1 million a year, gang... If I was making $1 million a year, bro, what are we talking about here?
Not gonna lie, bro.
What are we talking
NBA
about
players
here, bro?
telling people that making $1 million a year is not that much money, fucking ridiculous, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's ridiculous. That makes zero sense.
That right is crazy. And this is a reoccurring theme where they'll sit there and tell us that, man, I made $10 million. I inked my name to a contract. I was making $10 million a year. I know y'all don't know this, but let me let you into a secret, bro. There's a nigga named Uncle Sam, bro, in taxes, bro. It's a crazy concept. As if like we all don't.
This nigga Low be doing too much, bro.
Pay taxes. It's ridiculous.
People like, oh, I understand how you go crazy from, you know. I'm like, I ain't make Floyd Mayweather enough money. I didn't make the type of...
You don't need to make that kind of money to live your life. It is hot. It's like 100. I don't even know. It's hot. It's ridiculous. But like, you don't even need to have Floyd Mayweather kind of money to even be successful or like be comfortable. I mean, to be financially stable. You don't need none of that. I'll take $1 million a year, bro, and I'll be more like, bro, come on, bro.
Money where it's like, I'm
bro, $1 million is that shit. That's too much money. That's more than what I know what to do with it right now. Give my own, you know, my own personal lifestyle. But like,
easy because I don't have it.
It's crazy.
That's the real truth. If you do the math, that's $1 million a year.
Oh shit.
It's even hard. That's you got to be a real strategic dude making $1 million a year and thinking you're going.
You quite literally don't. You just have to be a normal guy. No, I mean, obviously know the ins and outs of your financial setting, but like after that, just be a normal guy. It's that simple.
You know what I'm saying? With everything on earth.
You taking care of the family.
I got 14 brothers and sisters.
Damn.
That I love.
None of them needed money. I mean, I'm not gonna say they don't need money, but like, come on, bro. That's how y'all go, bro. Y'all don't have to get them. Like, I mean, when I say that, like, I mean, like. If it's a situation where you have to be like you have to take care of them, that's different. But like if it's just like, oh, they asking for money here and there or whatever, like, bro, no, get out my face, gang, get out my face. Unless you got something, unless I'm giving you some money to where either you can give it back later down the line, or you can just make some of yourself with this money. Then I'm cool with that. But like if it's not neither one of those, bro, don't come to me asking me for no money.
I got a mother and a father. You know what I'm saying? So. It was a lot on us. But the real truth with the money part of it is we ain't make enough money for it to be sent the way it's supposed to be sent, right? That's the real answer to that. But
okay, so as you can see, he's defaulting. Even with the mom, dad, all that other stuff, he's still going to just die on his heel that he did not make enough money. Now, I want everybody to understand how much money he made, because he did talk about how taxes came out. That's about half off the top, and it's a lot, but you making about 20 million, right? So you still got 10 million a year, and you ended your NBA career back in 2015. Now, I know that trying to invest in certain things may not be in the cards for everybody. However, $1 million
for sure. Like, yeah, I mean, people can put their money in wrong places and stuff happens like that, but that's why you need financial advisors. People think they can just control their money all by themselves and like it's gonna be all right with that or whatever, but like that's not the case.
A year. even if you put
It's okay to need help.
mom and a lot of your brothers and sisters, your siblings in a situation, bro, making $1 million a year should last you much longer than where Sebastian Telfair is at right now. If y'all do not know the story of him, bro, he is quite literally back in the projects right now, living.
Wow. I did not know that. I remember watching him and playing. I remember playing with dude on 2K, bro, and be like, this is a nice little role player. You know what I'm saying? Especially on 2K. Back in the hood, bro.
Out of an apartment with his kids, as if like he's never touched foot on an NBA court. It's crazy.
And the project is all a mental thing, also. You know what I'm saying?
This where he at?
Shit is definitely real.
Yo!
My last.
Yo, bro, how is this possible, gang? How is that possible?
Last pantry I had in my crib is a whole room size. You know what I'm saying? But right now, this is the pantry. You heard?
Also, the irony of him talking about he didn't make Floyd Mayweather money. Come to find out, even Floyd is going broke. Even he going broke. He going left, right. He getting sued for a bunch of other stuff.
Which is crazy. That's crazy.
Right now. Literally right now.
That's crazy.
And I know a lot of people, they don't like to hear the idea of like, huh, he going broke. He got more money than you. You're right. He probably still has more money than me today. But there's a difference between you living at...
But y'all have two different lifestyles. You can sustain your lifestyle a lot longer than Floyd can sustain his, given his predicament.
your means or below it.
It's common sense.
Or you living above your means. And so even though, yes, Floyd may still have far more money than I do, his debts are much greater than mine, and his overhead, in contrast to me, is also much more, to the point where he is losing money every single year, even if he had investments, and there's like plenty of videos going on about it. Now, if that was it, I would just leave it be. Matter of fact, last year, when Sebastian Telfair's whole story came out, his documentary, I didn't really talk about it because
There was a documentary about that? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Documentary of his life, that's important. That you gotta, I'm glad they did that. They need to do that and show all NBA players, hey, you don't want to be this nigga. Don't be this nigga.
like, you know, it is what it is. You know, it happens to the best of us. I'm not going to sit here and act as if like when I first started making money, I wasn't blowing it.
I don't lie, bro. If I was his son, bro, I'd hate that nigga. I'm not gonna lie. And I know hate is a strong, matter of fact, I wouldn't hate him. I would highly dislike him. And I would be very disappointed in my own father because, and not just because I want that lifestyle. No. I want a better lifestyle than what they have. Yeah, and he could have provided that, but he couldn't stay stable enough to.
Ways, right? Yeah. I get that.
I'm rambling, my bad.
But from that moment to where we are right now, bro, it has been like just an onslaught of just clips and podcasts and quotes from NBA players trying to explain to us how he ain't really making that much money.
Years is the average lifespan of an NBA career, and it take us I
remember saying this right here.
5 years after that to go broke. Easy numbers, gang. I do it like this. You make $5 million, 2.5 of that gone. You got agent fees, probably another 50 of that gone. You got your dues. A lot of people don't know we got dues.
Oh,
for
shit.
the NBPA.
Okay.
Yeah, you got dues. So everybody put their money in the pot. So you figure you got 450 NBA players. I think the dues is 15 to 20 grand a year.
This nigga.
Which to an NBA player really ain't nothing. So that's why I know NBA players are really like on the fence about that. Like, and that's cool. That's normal. That's cool.
Is talking about 15.
And that's how they get their insurances and shit like that, right? I remember him saying that or something like that's how they get their insurance or whatever.
20 grand a year. I want everybody to understand something real quick. What he is talking about as a due. Even if we are talking about post-tax, right? The 2.5 that he's talking about. He said 15,000, right? He said 15.
Hold on, let me move my motherfucking.
Divide that by the $2.5 million that he is referencing. Just so you all understand how much that is. If you're making $50,000 a year, 6% is $300 fucking dollars for you. This nigga is sitting here trying to tell us about how he has to put aside $300 every year. We have to be fucking serious, bro.
Everybody put it in the pot. That's how we able to get our health care and all of that type.
No, I think he meant per person. Because I mean, like, shit, if you think about people pay rent on their houses, like, and your casual person paying rent on his house or paying mortgage or whatever, that's the majority of his money. You know what I mean? The casual, not the the top earner guy, but your casual guy or whatever. That's the majority of his money. So I believe, I could be wrong, but I don't know. I mean, it sounds like he's talking about per person is putting in $50,000. And even to people in the NBA making about a $800K a year or whatever, that's cool. That's only once a year payment. You know what I'm saying? So, but then again, they only, anyway.
But shit, know that. Then you got your personal staff. Financial advisor, that's probably 1%. Agent at a high number is gonna get 4%.
Right.
But you can negotiate from 1 to 4.
Okay.
So before you look up, you probably at 1.5 million off of 5 with nothing.
Damn, bro.
Oh my God, here you go.
Fuck, bro. What am I going to do with 1.5 million? Fuck, bro.
Apparently nothing. Apparently that's not enough money.
This shit's stressing me the fuck out, bro. I don't know how the fuck I'm about to survive from my next check, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I need to go get a loan for all the dumbass spending I'm about to do. That's literally what happened to Malik Beasley, and why that man is now facing legitimate charges for him gambling a bunch of money away and then trying to recoup it by going out there allegedly by him cheating the system and
whatever,
padding his stats so he can go over and under on the prop bets. That's literally what happened to this man. We talked about it in a couple of videos ago. The reason why this man got...
On a side note, why do NBA players think they can just do that? Like, they not gonna get caught. That blows me.
Caught is because he's drowning in debt from money that he already spent, despite the fact that Beasley made far more money than what Lou Williams is talking about, and the nigga still blew it away because he had a fucking problem, bro. Had a problem. And Lou Williams actually about to explain to you the other problem that many of these other NBA players have.
And these Benzes that we keep talking about in these mansions and shit, these girlfriends and these Chanel bags.
That's what I'm saying. That shit adds up, bro. Like, who says y'all need to go get a mansion, bro? Y'all want this luxurious lifestyle, y'all, because y'all couldn't afford it at the time. But bro, if I was making 20 M's a year as an NBA player, no bull, I'd probably be in the same house I am right now. It'd be a lot. It'll look a lot more. It'll look a lot nicer, a lot more put up. Whatever. Maybe a couple, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't be worrying about. No, I wouldn't. Going broke wouldn't be in my vocabulary. You feel me?
Shit. Before you know it, you not a millionaire no more.
Right.
You a high thousandaire. On paper, you can tell a motherfucker, fuck you, I'm a millionaire.
Right.
In real life, a lot of that pie gone. So again, and we 17, 18-year-old kids, these are our first experiences. It's gonna take us, I don't care what you go to school for, it's gonna take you 5-6 years of that experience to even realize what's happening.
Which I don't think that's an excuse, bro. I don't give how old, how young you is, bro. I'm about to say a number. I know it ain't nothing compared to nothing, but when I touched my first $10,000, bro, I immediately got me a new car. I got me a new crib. I probably blew, I ain't gonna sit here and cap. I probably blew like 2,000. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 1.5, whatever. But like I said, I still handle the most important things first before I even got to blowing stuff. And hey,
happening to you. I was, hey, listen, man, I had a week. I bought a Ferrari and a Lamborghini in the same week.
See there? I would never, even if I could afford it, I would never. I don't care for those things, bro.
And I rationalized it with my financial advisor, and he was like, I can't legally tell you what to do with your money, but I don't think that's a good decision.
Right.
And I said, it's cool, I make a bunch of this shit. I did. But I was young.
What year was this? What year, do you remember?
Man, I had to be 24. I had to be 24, 25 years old.
Yeah, I'm 26 right now. About to be 27. That's just a dumbass nigga. That's just being dumb. That ain't, bro, that's old enough to understand. That's old enough to be financially stable, gang. I'm thinking he finna say like, oh, I was 21, 19, 20 when I bought those things. 25, bro? You're tripping. Come on, Lou, you're tripping. I mean, he understands it now, but.
And I want everybody to understand something. And shout out to Lou Will for actually being transparent with the stuff
Facts.
that he's talking about.
Facts.
Because a lot of these other athletes, they won't tell you the real shit. The truth of the matter is, You should have just led with that you bought 2 Ferraris and you bought a bunch of homes and all the bags that you were tricking off on these women. That's really where the money's going to. Don't tell me how you had to put some money aside for the NBPA for the pot that y'all get together. That would be the equivalent to $300 to the average earner in America. Do not fucking tell me.
Okay, yeah, okay, I got you.
About that. Go ahead and just skip all that shit and get right to the fact that you.
But that's facts though. Like nobody that's the minor part of it. Like for real, the majority part of the reason why they losing all this money is because the luxurious lifestyles, bro. That's what I'm telling y'all. Like, forget the lifestyle, gang. Find you a lifestyle that's comfortable, that you're happy in. Stop trying to impress people.
You bought 2
It
Ferraris.
never works.
That is the reality of why y'all go broke. But again, that clip was like last year as well. Brother, the run that these athletes are on right now is ridiculous.
You hear when I signed for $50 million, right? I signed 5 years, $50 million. I get 26.6 guaranteed.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know who this dude is.
My first year in the league, I make 12.6 million. I get a $12 million signing bonus. I touched them motherfuckers for $7 million, right? Off the rip. I think I signed for $50 million. Like me, everybody here is like, Joe signed for $50 million. He got $50 million. Mom and dad. Boom. $3 million.
What you giving your parents $3 million for? Give them $300,000. If that. Give them like $100,000, bro. What are we doing here? What are we talking about here?
After taxes. Cash. What y'all need, mom and dad? I gave mom and dad $3 million.
I love my mama, bro. I rest in peace, my mother. But if she was here and I was in that situation, she never seen $3 million off of me. Not off rip. Maybe like in total of how many I've sent her whole lifetime. Off rip? Shit, never that.
Jesus Christ. $3 million.
Never that.
And let me tell you this as well, bro. I make good
Never
money,
that.
especially compared to the average person. Nigga, my mom could not touch half of the amount of money I'm going to make for the year, bro. That's not what's about to happen.
Facts. Facts. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the most she'll touch is like a percentage, nigga. Like, if that. You know what I'm saying? And I love my mama to death, but come on, bro. We gotta make sure this shit lasts.
Bro, you cannot do that. No way. And it's cool to take care of your parents, take care of your siblings. That's cool, bro. But
it feel good. It feel good. And it's an amazing feeling, yes. But do it the smart way. Do it the smart way. It's not that hard.
You niggas, like, for whatever reason, I think you about to say it as well.
And I think also, I'm sorry for pausing so dang much. I'm sorry for rambling like this, but also a lot of the reason I feel like the parents are beggars. Parents, the close friends, cousins, they're all beggars. And that's another reason why they go broke. That's something they never talk about though. Like, oh, y'all, I helped my mom out, helped my daddy out because I wanted to. Nah, nigga, it ain't because you wanted to. You just gave in. You just gave in. She kept texting you. They kept texting you or calling you 3 times a week, and you finally gave in.
Like, people are gonna buy houses, but nigga, why you gotta buy $1 million home, my nigga? Go live somewhere that's
$100,000 home, $200,000 home. Cool, perfect, perfect.
Come on, bro. Like, your people, your mom, dukes, your parents, your cousins, your brother, bro, they have lived one way their entire life. If they go from a $300,000 home to a $700,000 home or $600,000 home, it will be a noticeable difference in living experience. You don't have to jump immediately to a $1 to $2 million home, bro. You don't have to make that type of a leap. And yet they always do that. My nigga, $3 million, bro.
This is my belief on that. And like I said, it might just be me. I don't think anybody should go out there looking for these $1 million homes unless you got a couple $100 million in your bank account. Unless you got $100 million, don't go looking for no $1 million home, bro. Like, or if you can't buy the motherfucker twice and still be good, you can't afford it.
Your mom and your dad, throughout their entire life, might not ever make $3 million, especially post-tax. If you're making 50 grand a year, it will take you 20 years to get to $1 million. You don't have to give them $3 million in cash, my nigga. That's crazy.
Which is crazy. Yeah,
bro.
That's crazy.
And also,
bro.
I think somebody else says as well in the
Nah, nigga in my family would see that much money off rip. Hell no.
clip, because a lot of people talk about
Even
like,
if I had
what's
it.
the taxes, bro? They get taxed through their check. They sign and then they get a check and it's nowhere near close to the amount of money they originally thought. So you know you're not getting anything else. So you know the taxes are coming out. You know all the other like not fines, all the other things that you're paying into, like insurance and all that stuff, like all that stuff gets taken out. So the final number that you got, that's what you got. So it's not like you sitting there thinking to yourself, oh, well, eventually the other 7 million is going to hit my account. No, nigga, it's not. That's it.
That shit gone. It's gone. It's done for. Donezo.
That is literally it, bro.
Ooh, that's a flex right there.
Yeah, to give my mama that $3 million after tax is basically $6 million. Give my mama that $3 million. Boom, y'all can have that. Then
The dumbest thing he ever did in his life. That's just come on, bro.
bought my mom and dad $1 million house.
Wait a minute. So you gave them $3 million and then spent another $1 million on a crib. What did you think your life was going to end up like? Come on, bro.
Hold on. So you gave him $3 million and bought him the house.
Bought him the house.
Oh, you a real.
Oh yeah.
A real one? No, he a real dumb one.
$1 million. So now basically that's giving mom and dad $3 million cash, $5 million. Me and my little brothers, and obviously little bros need whips. Buy all my little bros whips. Then me.
What you buy them all? Lamborghinis?
I got $50 million now, don't I? You know what I'm saying? So I caught me a nice penthouse. I get me a penthouse and 2 whips. Give me a Range Rover Sport and a Bentley GT. Off the rip.
Nigga, you better take this Camry XSC, nigga. That's what
You heard me? Hey, you heard me? Give me a little Honda. I'm cool. Give me a little Toyota. I'm good,
you
gang.
better get. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. My mom got a Camry, if she want to act all extravagant and fancy with it. Nigga, again, if they went from driving hoopties and old whips, just go get you a new Camry and call it a fucking gift. Call it a wrap. Put a bow on that motherfucker. Go wrap that car whatever color they want it and call it a gift. It's going to be far better for you to go on that route anyway. And this is something I even recognized when I was younger, when I was still in my 20s. Right? If I'm getting my mom a car, it's a Camry or a Honda. Do something like that. What are we talking about? Matter of fact, even when I first started making a lot of good money, nigga, I bought a Camry, nigga. Like, what are we talking about? And again, to be fair, millions of dollars they talking about. But not up until recently have I decided to start spending a little bit more money because I put myself in a position where it actually makes sense for me to do so. But when I first started touching like real legitimate bread, and again, a bit different. When I start making real legitimate bread, I was already in the workforce for a certain period of time. But god damn, bro.
The way we're taxed, the way we're...
So he had that stability. He understood like, hey, I'm making this money. I got to be able to keep making this money and then keep the money. Like, what are we talking about?
The things that's what
it's ridiculous,
this
man.
job ain't never been set up for us to be wealthy after we're done.
Yes, it has. Draymond, shut the hell up. Yes, it has. If you make the league, I don't care what your paychecks come up with. If you make any professional league, you're supposed to come up. That's why it's there. That's why they pay y'all so much for the entertainment. They need the best of the best for the entertainment for the world. Money was a big part of it. It's the biggest part of it, gang. That's why majority of all people do it anyways. Like, they want the money. It's for you to be able to retire yourselves and your family the proper way.
Plan.
Forget anything he about to say.
I actually think it's ridiculous when you look at us as basketball players. The amount of money we get fined for the things that we do, that don't happen in corporate America. Okay, I'm gonna let Lo explain that. He got me.
This nigga gotta stop.
I'm sweating more now, boy. Cause
Hey,
yeah.
Draymond, you have to fucking stop, bro. You talking to us about fines? You're right. It doesn't happen in corporate America. What ends up happening is when you do the malicious shit that you've been doing on the fucking court, niggas just lose their jobs, period.
Facts. That's zero income coming in, gang.
So it's not a fine.
So it's actually worse.
From maybe you lose $20,000 to you having no money at all, my nigga. If I was in a work office as an accountant and I worked for a big law firm and I decided out of nowhere I didn't fuck with a nigga named Rudy, and at the water coolers, I just choked this nigga out. Yeah, nigga, what's up now, nigga? Yeah, you was talking all that shit. Yeah. I promise you, Draymond, my nigga, my ramification, the punishment that I would face wouldn't be a fine. I would be in jail. Just let you know right now.
Losing your freedom, gang. That is way worse than a freaking fine. What are we talking about here?
I'll be in jail, my nigga. So you telling us, man, it's unfair to that we get fined for shit like that. If I went around kicking people in the balls, stepping on someone's chest and choking them out, nigga, a fine would be the last thing I'd be worried about. It will be jail time. Trust me. You talking about, oh man, this is unfair. Nigga, you ain't in jail. You're not in jail. So you talking about what nowhere else in corporate America. Nigga, nowhere else in corporate America could you do the shit that you did and still walking around scot-free. What are you talking about, bro?
Never happens.
They're delusional, man. They're delusional. Like it. I believe that NBA players is just they just don't take accountability, man. It's just they're not smart enough, bro. They leave high school, go to college, and rush through college just to play professional sports. Most of them are dumb people. I'm sorry to say that they're just slow people. They're not. Yeah, their intellect and you know what I mean.
Corporate America, you get fined $50,000 because you say something somebody don't like. 50 grand. That's real money.
He ended up getting a total of $4.2 million in career fines. Again, I want everybody to put into context what exactly that is for Draymond Green. Draymond, because he talking about $100,000. Yes, for us, that's a lot of money. For you, especially for someone who hasn't gone.
Nigga, if I had $100,000, oh my God. Gang, look at that. Look at the big difference between his career earnings and Sebastian Telfair's. $210 million more dollars. And you worried about a $50,000 fine. Now, Draymond, if you did all that shit like he said and they kicked you out of the league, then we could talk. We could talk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We could talk.
Of a deal. Brother, you made nearly $230 million. By the time we start next season, it will be north of...
Nigga, if I could ever breathe that amount of money, gang, oh my God. Oh my God. I would be a millionaire for the next 80 years. I would somehow live to 100. I hope, like, come on, bro.
$230 million. Yes, this is a lot. And I do mean a lot of money in contrast to even how much money you make, to be fair. The amount of money that we're talking about,
what is these,
4.2
what are these tabs up here, bro?
$4 that is a lot. However, if we're talking about 4.2 divided by 230, brother, we're talking about, let's round up for you, 2%, bro. 2. So yes, $4 million is a lot of money, but for somebody who's made over $230 million for their career, relatively speaking, that's not that much money at all. And once more, I want people to understand, if you, let's just say you even had a really good job, if you multiply this by $100,000, bro, that will be the equivalent of giving away $1,800. I'm gonna tell you right now, if in a year's time that I worked for a job and I made $100,000, I got the ability to kick somebody in the balls, step on someone's chest and choke them out, and they told me my fine for the year would be $1,800, hey, you got me. I'll be digging in my pocket real quick to pay that shit off and then shutting the fuck up about it for the rest of my life. Nigga, you've gotten away with crimes and you're complaining to us about how you had to pay.
Yeah, fact. If I was a multi-millionaire and all I gotta do is pay just... Yeah, bro. Come on, bro.
Fine? Bro, be serious.
Come on, bro.
I have $1 in my account right here today as we speak. I'm going to be straight for the rest of my life. No question, right?
Wait, what did he say?
Be serious.
I have $1 in my account right here today as we speak. I'm going to be straight for the rest of my life. No question, right? I don't think everybody is in that. And when you've sacrificed your whole life to get here and you're like, yeah, I played 10 years in the league. And I always explain this to people, like, bro, you give somebody a 5-year, $100 million contract, right? What is it really? It's 5 years for 60. You're getting taxed. Do the math. That's 12 a year, you know, that you have to spend, use, save, invest, flaunt, like whatever, however, it just...
Nigga, stop. And this is the reason why I hate these conversations.
Facts. Why do you even put that in there? Like, it's pointless, bro.
Because the flaunting part that really takes up most of the money is what they're putting to the side. Nigga, you're saying even after taxes, you have $12 million a year. $12 million a year. If that's the only contract that you sign for the rest of your life.
Well, this is what the problem is. We all know this now. We all can agree on this. We all can agree. They giving the wrong niggas money. Go ahead and send some of that over here to me. You know what I'm saying? Send some of that over here to me. It watch what I do with it. You feel me? Ridiculous.
$12 million a year is more than enough, bro. What are we talking about? And again, they just put to the side, save, invest, flaunt. Like, nigga, no, that's where most of your money goes. Stop lying. Stop lying. Yes, you need a house, but you don't need a $3 million home. Yes, you need a car, but you don't need a $200,000 car. Yes, it's fine to have accessories and jewelry. You don't need to have a fucking pendulum on your goddamn neck that's bedazzled out with the clearest of diamonds that no one gives a fuck about but you and your ego. You don't need those.
That also costs $200,000.
Things. All that shit that you're wearing, the cars you driving, all that shit is more than the money that you're saving and investing anyway. For most of them, stop telling us about how
that's all. But that's also why a lot of these retired people, they sell a lot of their assets. They sell it. They need all that shit back. It just doesn't go that way sometimes.
Oh man, taxes and all this stuff, bro. Sometimes y'all are spending just as much on jewelry and a whole bunch of nonsense that most of y'all are spending on like state taxes. What are we talking about right now?
Being real, I'm gonna buy a car, I'm gonna give my mama a house, I'm gonna do, everything costs money. So if you spending $4 million a year, that's really $40 million over 5 years, 8 a year, you know? And now you start breaking down the numbers, it's like, that's a 5-year span of where you're getting $8 million. Can you make that last forever? And you always hear the people who,
shit, I could make $1 million last forever. What are we talking about?
Ain't us and ain't been in the position like, oh, well, that would last a lifetime. Yeah, this job that I sacrificed my whole life for, they are giving me that. I didn't ask for the certain dollar amount or whatever, but we weren't taught about no financial literacy and all the way. We weren't
talk about it all the time.
We weren't taught this skill.
Let me let the athletes into a little secret as well. Neither was the average man either. Like, there's not this
but it's cap though. It's so much cap, nigga. That's why there's financial advisors, bro.
Financial,
but to them, that's just another fee, nigga. That's a fee I would love to pay. If I'm that young person who I feel like I might not be that whatever with my money. Oh yeah, come on, big dog. Teach me how to do this stuff. Teach me how to keep this for a long term. What? Oh, rip. What are we talking about?
Literacy class that is mandatory when you go to college. And this is fair. This is to be fair to them. Most people also do the exact same thing that y'all do as well. They make money and then they end up spending it and they end up losing it the same way that y'all end up doing so. However, as someone, I'm gonna be honest with you, someone who's just made more money throughout the course of my lifetime, bro, it is far more difficult to find ways to just frivolously spend $5,000 than it is to spend $500. Like there is a price point of money that you spend that you are actively going out of your way to spend. It's not like you just accidentally stumble across like, oh shit, I just spent $2 million. That's not how that goes, my nigga.
Hey, bro woke up that morning and planned on spending that $2 million.
I can accidentally spend $500. I can accidentally spend $2,000 potentially. Especially like over the course of like 2 months. Nigga, there's no way in my mind where I could accidentally spend $500,000 and just lose track of it. That's not how that works. So yes, it is true. Financial literacy, especially in America, and this is the thing that also blows me away. There's a bunch of players who have played in the league for a substantial amount of time. And I do think the NBA does this, to be fair, but y'all are not making it mandatory for the new athletes to come in to take these classes. There should be classes for every single last player that is entering the league to be forced to sit down with some type of financial literacy class.
Fact. Matter of fact, that should be a law. That should be a law statewide. Like if you are in all professional sports, if you get drafted in a professional sport or signed to a professional sport, it is mandatory that you learn how to keep this money, because we ain't got time to be hearing about y'all complaining about losing that shit and going broke after y'all retire. It ain't our fault. It's y'all fault.
That should be.
We paid y'all enough money. We paid y'all more than enough money, actually. Way more than enough money than y'all needed. Shit.
Mandatory. And again, I think the NBA does do that. But again, I don't want to hear you talk about how, man, I only had $8 million left. After taxes, I only had 12 million. Like, bro, car, house, my mom living $4 million a year. That means you still had $8 million. Brother, you took care of your mom, you got a car, and if you did it right, once you buy the car and once you buy your
$4 million a year on your parents and family could never be me.
mom's crib, you're done. So you're saying
Because we don't need that. No one needs that to be happy, bro. Nobody needs that much of a lifestyle to be happy. And if you think you do, you're delusional and you're the problem. You are the problem. You're the reason why the persons will go broke. You're the problem.
even after all that, you still had $8 million. Again, like I stated before, that means if you're going broke, you're spending more money on bullshit than you are spending on a car, a house for your mom, and just everyday living. You are spending more money. So spare us with the whole tax argument. Spare us with the whole, oh man, I had to buy my parents. To be fair, if you like Sebastian Telfair and you're talking about only $1 million a year, I can see how that becomes problematic. But when we get to these new contracts with these niggas,
for sure. But still though, if I made $1 million a year, bro, if I made $1 million a year right now today, my 2 children will be the happiest kids on the planet. I would be the most comfortable man on the planet, gang. Listen, if y'all knew my lifestyle, gang, oh shit, y'all give me $100,000, I'll make that much stretch.
even after
Something crazy.
the taxes are making $10-15 million, bro, we don't want to hear it, bro. You are going out of your way to find different ways to spend money. At the end of the day, there's only so many cars that you can buy. You are making the decision to re-up every single year on the newest car. That's what you're doing. Also, you don't have to buy the cars. You can just lease the cars. No one is going around saying otherwise. And even though, yes, it is true, no one didn't put a gun to your head and tell you this is the amount of money you have to sign for. That's just what they're giving you. At the end of the day, no one is also forcing you to spend the money in the way in which you're doing so. And to the day we get to these conversations on what really happens with your money, if you are not willing to come out and just straight up tell us, yeah, I was bullshitting, I blew a bunch of money XYZ other ways. Don't tell me about how you took care of your parents. We get that. You bought them a house, but then you were done doing so. Don't tell me about how you had
Facts. And that's the bro. Facts.
to buy your cousin, your brother, all these cars. Cool, I get that.
Fuck them.
You bought him a car, but once you did it,
No, I'm playing on. I'm just playing on.
you were already done so. Don't tell me about how taxes happen, because even after the taxes, you were still making millions of dollars. Explain to us how even after all that happened, you still had $8 million and what happened to it. That's what you need to be leading with. And I feel for you because, again, everybody falls under this.
Shit, I don't feel for nobody who goes through stuff like that. You don't deserve no sympathy. Matter of fact, you deserve the worst. And when I say the worst, I just mean the worst, like you know what I mean? Like, nobody should be feeling any type of way for you, gang. You made those decisions on your own. You knew better than that. You're a grown human being. You knew better than that. You wanted to live this luxurious life. You wanted people to look at you like, oh, when they look at you, they see millions of dollars. That's not how life works, bro. But listen, I could be a billionaire and a person will look at me like I got $13 in my pocket. That's all. And I'm perfectly fine with that.
Umbrella. There is no magical financial literacy class that people take. Everybody, especially in America, they are financially dumb. They make very dumb decisions. When I was young, I made a lot of dumb decisions. But if you sit here and ask me
Facts.
what happened to my money, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you know, taxes, my nigga. you know how Uncle Sam
Trying to beat around the bush.
be. I'm not about to sit here and lie to myself and lie to you about what really happened. I'm not about to sit here and tell you about how I got my mom a cam ride. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how I had to pay for rent and stuff. Like, no, brother. The reason why I had moments in my life, even when I was making solid money and my account damn near was still on zero, is because I bullshitted my way through a bunch of money. That's what happened. Because even after the taxes, even after getting my mom situated, even after paying for my bills, I still had quite a bit of money still left in my account, and I decided to fuck it over. That is the reason why. Don't tell me about no fucking taxes. I'm tired of hearing about that. Taxes is not the reason why you niggas go broke.
Facts, bro. Matter of fact, I'll go on a limb and say taxes is the least amount of reason, you know, why y'all go broke. That has 0, and I mean 0% like there's no like taxes. Matter of fact, the word taxes, throw it out the window. Don't even ever say the word again. Get it out of your vocabulary because that has nothing to do with anything, period. If you're a top earner, you know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with nothing. Just be a smart person and save your freaking money. If you're making a lot of money to do so, like.
That's not why. It's because you bought a bunch of Birkins, you tricking off a bunch of money, you splurge your money left and right. You got to be excessive with everything. $8 million after you took.
That's why I like, bro. If I was an NBA player, bro, I probably would get no girls. Like, for real, for real. I say that because, like, if I get a girl and I'm an NBA player, if I buy you a bag, that's the only bag I'm buying you for at least 2 years. Maybe 2 years, maybe longer than that, depending on how long you keep up with that bag. Now, if the bag somehow gets destroyed and it's like nothing that you can control, okay, cool, let's go find another one. You know what I'm saying? Let's go find another one, but take care of this one because this is the last one you're getting for a minute. All right? Now, let's go back home to this 3-bedroom house, this medium, regular-sized front yard, backyard. You feel me? Let's get in our Toyotas and our Hondas. Let's call it a day. What are we talking about here, bro?
Yeah, everything for 5 years, bro.
What are we talking about here?
$40 million.
Because if we do that, we can keep living happy and comfortable forever. Don't that sound nice,
bro? 40 M's. You can invest half of that, and you will still have 20 M's, bro. Let's be real, bro. Unless you about to start having a real conversation about how you tricking off a bunch of money, bro, I don't want to have this conversation because y'all niggas is not serious, bro. Talk about how you doing a whole bunch of other stuff on the side and you spending money trying to impress a bunch of people that you don't really know, nor they really care about you. Or talk about how you niggas get robbed by a bunch of people that you think giving you protection in the hood. Talk about that. Don't tell me about Uncle Sam. Don't tell me about how you had to buy your mom a house one time. Don't tell me that, bro. Don't tell me that. It's very disingenuous, and I'm willing to be understanding with a lot of people because, again, we all blew away a bunch of money early on. We all had to get to the realization about taxes and insurance and all other stuff.
Facts.
Cool. Brother, what happened the next year?
I mean, yeah, we had to grow up, but we also got to learn from it, man, eventually.
And the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, what happened to the $8 million every single year after you got done taking care of everything? What happened to that?
Gone. But anyways, man, that's it for the video, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. Leave a like down below. Also, leave a comment. Let me know how y'all will go about y'all lifestyles if y'all had that certain amount of money, man. What would y'all do? How long would y'all keep it? And would y'all keep it? You know what I mean? But hey, man, I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace out.